This is our new construction listing.
And today in this video, we're going to be talking about the process of buying and building from scratch a new construction home. So if this sounds like something you'd be at all interested in, make sure you stay tuned to the end, and we're getting after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know anything and everything about living in South Louisiana, the good and the bad, you're going to want to make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell as well so that you can be the first to know about the current real estate market here in this area. And if we haven't met before, I'm Carson, and my girlfriend and business partner Natalie and I are real estate agents with Weichert Realtors, Losher Properties. We're also investors and private money brokers, and we love helping people just like you with the process of buying and selling real estate. So guys, if you're down here and looking to sell a house, we'll either help you sell it or we'll just buy it ourselves. And if you're relocating down here, we can help you with that transition. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call with us. It all starts with you reaching out to us, and we will help you with your smooth move to South Louisiana. So, like I said, today in this video, we're going to be talking about the facts about buying a new construction home here in South Louisiana. But for starters, why would you even want to buy a new construction home? Or why would you want to build a home from scratch? Well, it is pretty tough to be a buyer in a seller's market, and while we are moving out of a seller's market, we're not really going into a buyer's market per se, just more of a balanced market in general. So there is a lot of competition when buying resale homes, and it's really not all that easy to get what you want in a home. Though it can be done, of course, we do it all the time for our buyers that we work with. But guys, it's a whole lot easier to get what you want in a home if you're building from scratch. You just gotta know the right builder, but we'll talk more about that in a second. But it goes without saying that one of the main cons about building from scratch is that you do have to wait quite a bit. You've got to be patient. You know, a lot of times it's going to take anywhere from 4 months to an entire year, depending on what you're building, where you're building, who the builder is, etc. And of course, another benefit of buying new construction is, well, you have a brand new house, so you get to choose the appliances. You know, you get the highest quality refrigerator, washing machine, dishwasher that you can have because you're the one picking those out. You also have the fact that you don't really have to worry about how old the roof is. How old is the air conditioner? All these are great things to know. You're gonna need an inspection still. Don't skip out on that inspection, by the way. But there's a whole lot less you have to worry about when you're buying new construction versus buying resale. So yeah, there's all kinds of benefits when buying and building from scratch a new construction home. So let's talk about the process. What's the first step? Well, do you know what you want? Because step number one is know what you want. You got to do some research, maybe look at some floor plans, look at some new home builds to see what builders are building right now in the area you're moving to. And pick yourself out a floor plan that you like, in a neighborhood that you like, on a lot that you like, and then we can start talking to the right builder. Okay, and then that builder is going to build you that home with that floor plan that you like, on the lot that you like, in the neighborhood that you like. But you got to know what you like first. Now, whenever you're happy with all of that and you and the builder agree upon a price, you're going to go under contract. Next, you're going to want to pick out your selections that fit within the builder's budget, the cabinets, counters, paint, lighting, etc. Now, sometimes people just opt to let the builder decide what those selections are for them, and they just sign off on whatever the builder is going to use for the choices, for the cabinets, for the counters, everything I mentioned before. And they're just going to let the builder do that for them and agree to buy the house as it is, the way the builder builds it. But everyone's a little different in this regard, and I guess that's probably the easiest way to go about doing things. But personally, if I have the choice, I'm gonna wanna pick out everything in my house. By the way, you can also have a professional designer or design store pick out these selections for you instead of having the builder do it. And remember that some builders are going to cut corners and try and squeeze out the most profit that they can out of a house, and they might not choose the best quality selections for you, and it might be better to choose them yourself or have a designer choose them for you. So now the builder is going to start building your house, and you're gonna sit back and wait until about the time that the framing is up, but before the walls go up. And you're gonna walk through the house with that builder. You're gonna make sure that the internet ports are where they need to be, the outlets are where they need to be, the light switches, everything that you, any modifications that you wanted done for this house, for this plan, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're done properly at this point in time, like I said, before those walls actually go up. So after some more waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, about 2 weeks before closing, you're gonna wanna get an inspection done. Hire an inspector, guys. They're gonna wanna make sure that everything in the house is sound, that everything is where it needs to be, that everything is safe. There's no safety hazards. Everything works exactly like it should. And guys, if you're moving here to South Louisiana, if you're building a home here, use Bert. I'm gonna put a picture of Bert right here. This guy is the inspector that I use with accurate property inspections, and I'm convinced this guy is the nicest, friendliest man on earth that also gives the most thorough inspections. He's the best. We love Bert. You're also gonna have one more meeting with that builder before closing. You're gonna show him the inspection report from Bert, that thorough inspection report, and you're gonna have him fix anything that needs to be fixed. You've gotta get that done as soon as possible. You're also gonna have that builder show you how everything works in the house, how the electricity, water, air conditioning works, how the water heater works. You wanna make sure that you understand fully how to live in the house that you're gonna be buying from this builder before you move in. You're also gonna wanna check the paint. Make sure there's no flaws in the paint. Make sure that everything is up to speed, everything is sound, everything is just the way it needs to be, and have that builder fix anything that needs to be fixed before closing. So after patiently waiting for months for this home to be finished, while checking in on the project every once in a while and make sure everything is like it needs to be, you're gonna have one more final walkthrough before closing. On closing day, you're gonna walk through, make sure that all the blue tape spots have been fixed, anything that was pointed out in the inspection or when looking at the paint, whatever it is. You're gonna wanna make sure everything was fixed before you close on the home, sign everything and get the keys. Make sure everything's like it needs to be. Always do a final walkthrough no matter what kind of house you're buying, but definitely for a new construction build. So after the final walkthrough, you're gonna close on the house, you're gonna sign all the paperwork, you're going to take the keys, and you have yourself a brand new house. Now this sounds all fine and dandy, sounds pretty easy. There can be some pitfalls though, there can be some hang-ups, there can be some complications. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you have someone on your team, someone that has your back, someone that can help you through this process, guys. And I think that's why you should hire a realtor. Like I mentioned, there are some builders out there whose main goal is to just squeeze out the most profit that they can, and they cut corners, and they can be dishonest and deceptive. They can throw some things in their contracts that kind of make your head spin a little bit, like, oh, we have up to 2 years to finish building your home. Well, you need a realtor to read that contract over for you, make sure that there's nothing going on in that contract that you might not be okay with. A lot of times builders really just don't have your best interest in mind, just being completely honest with you. They might try and dissuade you from getting an inspection done to cover their butt. They might try and, like I said, throw something in the contract. Let me put it this way. If you were getting sued, if you had to show up to court, you're gonna show up with a lawyer because while you can represent yourself, you probably don't want to if it's something of prime importance. You're gonna wanna hire a professional to represent you on your behalf, take care of things that need to be taken care of for you because you're not as well versed in that area as that person. Real estate's the same way. You're gonna need someone to protect you, to represent you in this process. And guys, just because some builders are like that, not all of them are. I know some wonderful builders who are honest people who won't take advantage of people looking to buy new construction homes. And that's something that you need in a realtor. You need someone who knows people. And realtors, most of our job is knowing people, talking to people, building relationships. Realtors are supposed to know inspectors like Bert, and builders, and contractors, and painters, and roofers, and HVAC guys. Like, realtors are supposed to know everyone when it comes to real estate. You're gonna need a realtor to lead you in the right direction, have you talking to the right builders. You know, you need some representation if you're gonna be building or buying a new construction home. So, that new construction house I was showing you guys at the beginning of the video, that is in Hammond. That's a listing that Natalie and I have in a subdivision called Madeline Court. It's only about 5 to 10 minutes away from the school and from downtown Hammond. It's in a great location. We did already sell that one. It's under contracts, just waiting to be sold. Obviously, it's not done being built just yet, but we're expected to close at the end of July. Right now, it's July 7th at the time of this recording. But we do have more coming. We've got about 3 more new construction houses coming in that same neighborhood, side by side. So if you're interested in moving to the Hammond area and you're looking for a new construction home, give us a call, guys. Shoot us a text, send us an email. Do what you got to do to get in touch with us, and we will help you through that process, guys. I just wanted to let you know we got more coming in Hammond. But that is about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and got some value. I hope you really learned something about the home building process. I hope I was able to teach you something that you needed to know. And if you did get some value out of this, guys, do me a favor and like and subscribe and tap that notification bell as well. And I will see you guys in the next one.